All right, good afternoon, everyone. Court will resume with the August 22nd, 2022 docket. And we're going to be doing some jail cases. Let's see which attorney we're going to.
Case number 18.
Mr. Mora.
Roberto Hernandez.
Okay, and the first jail case here, Roberto Hernandez.
He disconnected.
Roberto Hernandez for Mr. Mora. There's Mr. Mora.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon. It'll be a plea, only one case, right, sir?
I believe so. I don't know if they got the paperwork. We had to jump through a
On the
few
plea?
hoops to get. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. We just need the Fox section to connect.
I had to use some ingenuity to get the thumbprint. So there's two thumbprints, Judge. On there. I was at the jail yesterday and there was nobody to do the thumbprinting. So I got some ink from and a napkin from the, I guess where the sheriff does the fingerprints for the public. So I was able to slip it under the deal and he was able to get some ink on his thumb, but he overdid it with one. But we got it.
That's what matters. Let me see the Fox section. There they are. The client is Roberto Hernandez. Roberto Hernandez.
Doesn't speak English.
Is he an English speaker, Mr. Mora?
Spanish speaker, Judge.
Spanish. Okay. You in it?
Judge,
Okay,
in
that'll
this
be-
case, the number
Yes.
of days needs to be amended to 28.
To 28? Okay.
Yes, Judge.
All right. And that'll be Roberto Centenio Hernandez, right?
Roberto, levanta tu mano derecha, por favor.
You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Juras que el testimonio que vas a dar es la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Claro.
Yes.
You can put your
Puedes
hand down.
bajar tu mano.
CR 2206969, Dean Roberto Hernandez. Your charge, DWI, Class B misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Roberto, en el caso tuyo te acusan de una clase B. Bajo la ley es no más de una multa de $2,000 y no más de 6 meses en la cárcel. La pregunta del juez es, ¿comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
You're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to an appeal. And did you waive those two rights?
Tienes el derecho de que un jurado oiga tu caso. También tienes el derecho de apelar. ¿Es correcto que tú has rechazado esos dos derechos?
Sí.
Yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
¿Alguna vez te han declarado que estés mentalmente incompetente?
No. You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a plea?
Y tú comprendes que después de que tú te declares culpable, el juez no tiene que seguir la recomendación del fiscal. ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
And you understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that you plea guilty in your case may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or the denial of naturalization under federal law?
Y comprendes tú que si tú no eres ciudadano de este país y te declaras culpable, eso puede resultar en deportación, exclusión o que te nieguen la entrada a este país bajo leyes federales. ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
And was that explained to you by your attorney?
¿Y eso se te explicó a ti por tu abogado?
Sí.
Yes.
And how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not
¿Y
guilty?
cómo te declaras? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
¿Y te estás declarando culpable libre y voluntariamente?
Libre voluntariamente.
Freely and voluntary.
Okay. State?
State offers plea documents and offense reports as States Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as States Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as States Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as States Exhibit 4. The state also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state further requests that defense counsel stipulate that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objection. We so stipulate. We cooperate and make all announcements, Judge.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. In a recommendation state,
In consideration of the defendant's hold, the state's recommendation is a $100 fine, court cost, 28 days in Hidalgo County Jail with credit for 28 days.
and court will hereby waive the fine and court costs because of the time in jail. So it'll be 28 for 28. It'll be a time served. That'll do
Te
it.
va a quitar la multa y los costos de corte, Roberto, y te va a dar tiempo servido, 28 días, crédito por 28 días. En este caso, tú ya has servido tu sentencia. Suerte.
All right. Thank you, sir. Your excuse.
Te puedes retirar.
That'll do it, Mr. Mora. Have a great day, sir. Your
Thank you,
excuse.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dennis Gutierrez is here for Jesse Villalobos on number 22, Gloria Cruz.
All right. Let me get Gloria. Gloria Cruz. Gloria Cruz. All right. That'll be a plea, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me see here. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes?
Yes.
All right, thank you. CR 22-07-862D, Gloria Cruz, your charge here, Class B misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those two rights?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right. State?
State offers plea documents and offense reports as State's Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as State's Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as State's Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as State's Exhibit 4. The state also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state further requests that defense counsel stipulate that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objections, and so agreed and stipulated.
Without objections, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. In a recommendation state?
The state's recommendation is a $100 fine, court costs, 7 days in Hidalgo County Jail with credit through 7 days.
All right, court will hereby waive the fine and court costs because of the time in jail. So it'll be 7 for 7. It'll be a time served. You're excused, ma'am. Have a good day. Anything else, Mr. Witness? You're excused.
I have
Have a good
nothing
day.
else. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Mr. Gorena has Brittany Alexis Lee.
Okay. Brittany Alexis Lee. Did I hear that correct?
First one is number 3,
All right.
but the plea is going to be on number 4, or number 6,
4 and 6.
number 8,
Okay, let me go this way. 4. And you said 6.
8,
Eight.
and 11.
And 11.
Yes.
All right. There'll be 4 pleas for Brittany
correct.
Alexis Lee.
Correct.
But she's got other cases. But we're gonna do the pleas first, okay?
Judge, what's her last name?
Lee, L-E-E, Lee. Brittany Lee.
Alexis.
This was the late Adam from this morning.
Okay, I got the wrong one. I can get the right one right now.
Okay,
Sorry
we'll
about
wait.
that.
No problem. We'll give you some time. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
Mr. Gorena, we're gonna find somebody else, okay, sir? We'll get another attorney. We'll come back to you, okay?
Yes, sir, Judge. Can I just, I know you all have other pleas, but can I just ask Ms. Cantu to confirm the other cases that may be pending that need to be dismissed as part of this plea while we're waiting?
Okay,
So we can do the other.
yeah, I'm sure. We're gonna do,
Yeah, because we gotta.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay, well, yeah, let me get to another plea and then we'll
That's
get to
fine.
it. Okay, Mr. Gorena?
that's fine, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks, sir.
Mr. Eden Ramirez,
Huh?
number 25,
Number 25 would
Ruben Martinez.
Ruben Martinez Jr. That'll be Mr. Ramirez. All right, there we go. It'll be a plea, right? Only one case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's see. We have Ruben Martinez. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. CR 22-07-872D, Ruben Martinez Jr. Your charge, assault, Class A misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those two rights?
Yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
Does tropical count?
I'm sorry?
I go to tropical.
Oh, no. Has a doctor said you're crazy or something?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, all right. You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a plea? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Guilty?
Not guilty.
I'll put it here.
I can't hear.
Did you say guilty?
Not guilty.
You pleading not guilty? Okay,
Yes.
do you remember signing paperwork recently on this case?
Yes.
So you're gonna plead guilty?
No. They didn't tell me what to do, so I was like, I'm confused. My bad. I don't know.
Okay, the paperwork that you signed yesterday, or when was it?
This morning, Your Honor.
This morning. That paperwork, you declared yourself guilty. Do you remember that, or?
Oh,
or you don't?
yeah. I was confused. My bad. I'm sorry. I was confused, sir.
Okay, but you're still competent, right?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, so make sure. Okay. All right. Court finds you competent to stand trial. That's number one. And number two, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right. That's all we need to hear. State evidence, please.
State offers plea documents and offense reports as states Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as states Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as states Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as states Exhibit 4. The state also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state further requests that defense counsel stipulate that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
Any objection, Mr. Ramirez?
No, Your Honor. No objection, Your Honor.
All right, without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The Ruben Martinez is guilty as charged, and his cause number. Recommendation, state?
The state's recommendation is a $300 fine, court costs 1 year, probated for 18 months, anger management by Mujeres Unidas,
Okay.
20 community service hours, and the defendant must have no harmful contact with the victim, Blanca Martinez.
Blanca Martinez?
Yes.
Blanca
No,
Martinez.
it's Bianca.
Bianca?
Yeah, with an I.
Okay, Bianca. All right. Bianca Martinez. No harmful contact with Bianca Martinez. All right. And how long has he been in jail? About 8 days, more or less, right? 8-9 days.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Court will waive the community hours. Court will make it $100 fine plus court cost, not $300. And then, of course, the 18 months probation and the anger management program with Mujeres Unidas. And no harmful contact with Ms. Martinez. Anything else, Mr. Ramirez?
No, Your Honor. We really appreciate you doing that.
The state's requesting that defense counsel go down to the courthouse and by the clerk's office and sign page 6 and the check marks on page 5. We are missing the acceptance and approval by the defense attorney's signature on the judgment.
Whose signature? The attorney or the defense?
Defense attorneys.
Okay. Okay.
I just saw that, Your Honor. I apologize. We'll make sure that all signatures are corresponding.
All right.
He needs to go to our office because the judgments are in our office.
Oh,
And
okay.
it needs to be done today before 5 o'clock.
All right, Mr. Ramirez. It'll have to be at the courthouse at County Court Law Number 4 office. The
I'll make
judgment's
my
there.
way
Okay?
there shortly, Judge.
Okay, I appreciate it. All right,
Yes, sir.
that'll do it, Mr. Martinez. It'll be probation. Good luck with that, okay, sir? All right, thank you. Bye-bye. You're excused. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Judge, I already have that female.
Okay, that'll be, who was it again? Lee. Okay.
Let's do this one because this is only one case.
Okay, one more case. Which one? Just a moment,
Number
Jill.
16.
Okay, no problem.
Number 16. Okay, one more from the mail section. Is that what it is?
Jose Alonso Perales.
Jose Alonso Perales. Jose Alonso Perales. That'll be a quick one here, and then we'll get to Miss Lee.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. Only one case, right?
Yes, sir. Number 16.
All right. That'll be Jose Alonso Perales. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. And that'll be CR 22-04-328D, Jose Alonso Perales. Your charge, Class B misdemeanor, criminal mischief. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and did you waive those two rights?
Yes, I did, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a plea?
I understand, yes, sir.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
State offers plea documents and offense reports as states Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as states Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as states Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as states Exhibit 4. The state also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state further requests that defense counsel stipulate that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
Your Honor, we have no objection to the evidence and all the requested stipulations are agreed to.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. Recommendation states?
The state's recommendation is a $100 fine. Court costs 117 days in Hidalgo County Jail with credit for 117 days.
Court will hereby waive the fine and court costs because of the time in jail. And it'll be 117 for 117 days served. It'll be a time served.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
That'll do it. You owe me a big excuse. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. Likewise.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye. Now, are we through with the mill section? None yet? Okay. Brittany Lee, right? Now, that was a lot of cases. I think it was number 4. And what was it again?
The pleas are number 4,
Number 4,
number 6, number 8, and number 11.
4, 6, 8, and 11. Are you ready, Mr. Godina?
Yes, sir, we're ready.
4, 6, 8, 11. You remember that one?
Judge, I
All
might
right.
need some help from the court staff in making sure that the right recommendation is for the right case number. There were 3 dismissals and 4 pleas.
Yes.
And since I didn't e-file them, I don't have a copy for my records at the moment.
Okay.
The 3 dismissals that we have are CR 20-03-775D. The second one is CR 20-03-777D.
Mhm.
And the third dismissal is CR 21-00141D.
Uh-huh. So it'll be 4 pleas and 3
Thank you very much.
dismissals,
I
right?
appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's see. Brittany Alexis Lee, you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may put your hand down. There's going to be 4 cases that you're going to be pleading to Miss Lee. Let me see here. CR 20-03-776D, driving while intoxicated, Class A misdemeanor. CR 21-00139D, theft, Class B misdemeanor. CR 21-00145D, Brittany Lee Alexis Lee, DWI Class A misdemeanor. And the last one, CR 21-04764D, Brittany Lee, assault, Class A misdemeanor.
Your Honor, before the court goes any further, on the last one that the court called CR 21-04764D, I believe Jorge Ortegon had been appointed. I'm asking the court, I know the e-file was not working today, so I'm asking the court to approve an oral motion to substitute for Mr. Ortegon. I do represent Ms. Lee on everything else that she's had pending before the court. And that's the only one that I believe Mr. Ortegon was appointed on that I had not substituted for.
Okay, oral motion to substitute here is hereby granted.
Thank you,
It
Judge.
was filed this morning, but e-file is down, so.
It was filed this morning, but the system was down, and that's why we
Yes, sir.
didn't get anything.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then I believe there's 3 cases of Class A and 1 Class B. On the 3 cases where the charge is a Class A misdemeanor, each case carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. On the Class B case, the potential penalty can be up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that for all 4 cases, you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, And did you waive those two rights?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendations after you give a plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily on all four cases?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
State offers plea documents and offense reports as states Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as states Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as states Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as states Exhibit 4. The state also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state further requests that defense counsel stipulate that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
Your Honor, we have no objection. We agree and stipulate.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged on all four cause numbers. Now, recommendations about CR 20-03-776D. Yes, ma'am.
Judge, for the record, I believe all the recommendations are the same. It's going to be a $100 fine, court costs, and time served. The correct number of days is reflected on the judgments.
Oh, okay. So it'll be the same.
Yes, Judge, I'm sorry, I don't have a copy for my records.
Rachel has a number.
Do you have the number, Rachel, by any chance?
Yes, sir. On CR 21-00145, Ms. Kelsey, I have 120 for 120.
Okay.
And then on CR 21-00139, I have 119 for 119.
Okay.
CR 21-04764, I have 118 for 118. And on CR 20-03776, I have 121 for 121.
Okay. They're almost similar. Either 119, 118, or 121. Okay. For all four cases, court will waive the fine and court costs. Therefore, it'll be a time served for all four of them. Okay, Mr. Guarena?
Yes, sir.
Time served for all four cases, because no fine, no court costs. Now, on the other four cases, would you read them out, Miss? The other three, state.
On the remaining three cases, Judge, the state has filed a motion to dismiss. It is CR 20-03775D, CR 20-03777D, and CR 21-00101D.
All right, court will hereby grant state's motion to dismiss in CR 20-03775D, in CR 20-03777D, and CR 21-00141D, all of them state of Texas versus Brittany Alexis Lee. So all three cases are hereby dismissed. Anything else, Mr. Guarena?
Just to confirm with the state judge, I had sent Ms. Cantu a copy of the list of the cases that were dismissed with a felony. And just to confirm that Ms. Lee has nothing else pending in the DA's office, is that my understanding?
I believe so. I believe she only had 7 pending misdemeanors, and I believe this would take care of all of them, but I will confirm with you, or I will confirm and follow up.
Thank you, Judge. That is all we have, Judge, and I appreciate the time, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you all very much. You may be excused, and Ms. Lee, you may be excused. Have a good day. Thank you.
Mr. Alfredo Morales has Luz Abigail.
Any more females?
Yes.
Okay, which one do you want to call?
Luz Abigail.
Luz?
Number 1.
Number
Del
1.
Ángel.
Luz Abagali del Ángel. All
She's
right,
got 3 cases, but I think it's only gonna be 1 plea.
only one plea, but just the first one, right?
First one, and then she also has 26 and 27.
But she's gonna plead in the first one, right? Mr. Morales, I
Yes, good
think, good afternoon, sir. I think the only plea would be on CR 19-08119D.
That's correct, Judge.
That'll be the only one. She's got 3 cases, but only 1 plea, right?
Right.
All right, please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may put your hand down. CR 19-08119D, Luz Abagali del Ángel. Your charge, Class A misdemeanor, DWI. It carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes.
And you understand that you're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to an appeal. Did you waive those 2 rights?
Yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a plea?
Yes.
And what is your plea? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right, state.
State offers plea documents and offense reports as States Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as States Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as States Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as States Exhibit 4. The state also requests that defense counsel stipulates the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state further requests that defense counsel stipulate that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objection to the exhibits, and so agree and stipulate to venue and jurisdiction, and that the evidence substantiates the plea.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged in CR 19-08-119D. Recommendation, state?
The state's recommendation is a $300 fine, court costs, 1 year probated for 20 months, a mobile alcohol monitoring device for 1 year, an alcohol class, a defensive driving course, 30 community service hours, and a 90-day Texas driver's license suspension.
90 days suspension. Okay. You said the mobile device, right? That'll be half of the time
But the recommendation is for 1 year, Judge.
for 1 year. Okay. All right. And so that's the judgment, right, on this one. But on the other two, she's going to play. Those are going to be dismissed, right?
No, Judge, they're out of the same transactions.
I got it. I got it. Felony pending. I got it.
Felony, yes, Judge.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. So you're going to ask for the bond reduction or leave it alone? All right. Then that'll be the judgment here. Court will waive the community hours.
Very well, Judge.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you,
That'll
Judge.
be the judgment that's read on the record by the state, and that'll do it. Okay, ma'am? Your excuse. Have a good day.
What the felony charges?
Do we know what the felony charge is?
Yes, possession of a controlled substance, Your Honor, and we're trying to work those out to see if she can get out on bail.
And Judge, for the record, there's also another pending DWI with open container and 2 felony accident involving injury charges. pending.
Oh, okay.
That's
All right.
correct.
Okay.
Those we can set for February the 2nd,
Okay, Mr.
unless the felony is resolved.
Morales, pretrial, February the 2nd, 2023, 9 o'clock. Pretrial, February the 2nd, 2023 at 9 o'clock. If, however, you take care of the felony cases earlier, let us know. We'll bump them up, okay?
For sure will, Judge. Thank you
And
very much.
and that'll be on CR 22-07-878D, CR 22-07-879D, both of them, State versus Luz Delanca.
Very
Okay,
well, Judge. Thank you.
your excuse. Thank you.
That
Thank
should
you.
be it for the FEMA.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Judge. That's all
Thank
we
you.
have. And I
Yes.
apologize for the wrong person.
No, not a problem, not a problem. Have a great day, okay, ma'am?
You too, sir.
Okay, bye-bye. Who do we have next?
Juan Alvarez, number 14,
Number,
Victor Puente.
give me a name here. Victor?
Victor Puente,
Ocampo?
yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, Victor Puente. There you go. Victor Puente. Only one case, I Okay, Victor. Any interpreting here, Mr.
Not that I recall. Let me check
Okay.
my notes.
All right, Victor Ocampo Puente. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes.
Me to answer. ¿Hablas inglés?
No.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry, Judge. My apologies.
¿Juras que el testimonio que vas a dar es la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad? Yes, puedes bajar tu mano.
Okay, CR 21-06-740D, Victor Ocampo Puente, your charge, Class B misdemeanor, accident involving damage to a vehicle. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand
En
that?
el caso tuyo, Víctor, CR 2106740D, el estado de Texas contra Víctor Ocampo Puente, te acusan de una clase B, accidente causando daños. Es una clase B, bajo la ley es no más de una multa de $2,000 y no más de 6 meses en la cárcel. La pregunta es, ¿comprendes eso sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, you're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to an appeal. And did you waive those two rights?
Tienes el derecho de que un jurado oiga tu caso. También tienes el derecho de apelar. ¿Es correcto que tú has rechazado esos dos derechos?
Yeah.
Have you ever been declared mentally
Yes.
incompetent?
¿Alguna vez te han declarado que estés mentalmente incompetente?
No.
You understand
No.
that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a
¿Y
plea?
comprendes tú que la corte no tiene que seguir la recomendación después de que tú te declares culpable?
Pues sí, pero que yo quería decir esto, el viernes vinieron a verme
y me dijeron que era tiempo servido el viernes que pasó.
Ok, ahorita, un momentito. Esta es lo que es
Los
una
avisos.
clase B.
Muy
Ok,
bien.
no es lo que te está dando, no es la sentencia que el juez te está dando. Ahorita nada más escucha y contesta las preguntas.
Muy bien.
Okay. You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that you plead guilty in your case may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or the denial of naturalization of federal
Y
law?
comprendes tú que si te declaras culpable y no eres ciudadano de este país, eso podrá resultar en deportación, exclusión o que te nieguen la entrada a este país bajo leyes federales. ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no? Yes.
Okay. And was that explained to you by your attorney?
¿Y eso se te explicó a ti por tu abogado?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
¿Y cómo te declaras? ¿Culpable o no culpable? Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
¿Te estás declarando culpable libre y voluntariamente?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. State.
Judge, before I proceed, I wanted to confirm that this is one of the plea paperwork that I turned in with the staff, with the clerk.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then yes, I'd like to proceed. State offers
Okay.
plea documents and offense reports as States Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as States Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as States Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as States Exhibit 4. The state also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state further requests that defense counsel stipulate that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No,
Any
no
objection?
objection, Your Honor. No objection, Your Honor. So agreed subject to the very jurisdiction of this honorable court.
All right. Very well. Court will hereby, without objection, find that defendant is guilty as charged in CR 21-06-740D. Recommendation, state.
The state's recommendation is a $100 fine. Court costs 180 days in Hidalgo County Jail with credit for 180 days.
All right. Court will hereby waive the fine and court costs because of the time in jail, and it'll be 180 for 180. Time served.
Víctor, en el caso tuyo te va a dar tiempo servido, te quitó la multa y los costos de corte, tú ya has servido 180 días, te van a dar crédito por 180 días. Este caso ya está resuelto. Suerte.
All right. We'll see you. Thank you very much. Your excuse.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. That'll do it. Have a good day, sir. You too, bye.
We have Mr. Carlos Garza. He has number 12 and number 13
12, 13. That'll
and
be
24.
Federico Franco. And number 20 and number 24.
Yes.
Number
Maybe has
24.
5 cases.
And number 9 and number 10.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let's go back to. It'll be 9, 10.
12, 13.
Okay, let's see. We got 9, 10, 12, 13,
And 24.
and 24. All right. Question to the state is how many pleas are we going to do, state?
What's the
I don't believe we've received paperwork on any of these pleas, Judge, but I do have an announcement on CR 19-13996. That's a motion to revoke on an assault.
Sorry, the CR 19.
That's not on this case, is it? Federico Franco, I mean?
No,
That's on a different.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge, no.
that's something else.
Okay, because all these are 21, right? CR 21s and whatnot.
21 is 122.
Okay, which is going to be the plea, Mr. Garza? All of them or?
Well, they're all going to be, but I haven't even discussed it with my client.
Okay.
Ms. Cantu made an offer to us today,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure my client wants to take it, Judge. He's a 10-year veteran, 50% disabled. And Mr. Franco.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got an offer from the state, or you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thefts that are pending.
Okay.
All right. She's willing to time served on all of them except the latest one, which is 22-07871. And she's offering you 6 months probation on that, and she'll dismiss the other ones. Is that correct, Ms. Cantu?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
6 months probation?
Probation 6 months on one. You take that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sir, Your Honor, if you could, if Ms. Cantu could send us the paperwork and we can get that done.
Yes, I will go ahead and send paperwork for time served.
We'll reset it for Wednesday, 2 p.m.
Very good.
Wednesday, 2 p.m.
Wednesday, 2 p.m.
All
Very
right.
good, Judge.
All right. Thank you very much. You all may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. I think what else we got?
We have the state, we have a public defender.
Public defender. Give me a name. Public defender. Oh yeah, public defender is Francisco Guerrero. Hello, Mr. Lopez. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Your client, Francisco Javier Guerrero?
Yes, Your Honor. He doesn't
Only
need to-
only one case?
Yes.
All right. You swear the testimony.
It's an announcement.
Oh, announcement.
Yes, sir. And
Okay, CR 2207-857D, Francisco Javier Guerrero. Announcement state?
We're just requesting a short reset so that we can come to an agreement with defense counsel and get him signed up.
Okay, it'll be Wednesday. It'll be. Okay, the case, Mr. Guerrero, is going to be, you said in Spanish, going to be reset for Wednesday.
Señor Guerrero, hoy no se va a hacer nada. El fiscal le acaba de dar una oferta a su abogado. Su abogado tiene que hablar con usted para que le explique la oferta, a ver si usted la acepta. Y el caso de usted se va a cambiar para el miércoles a las 2 de la tarde.
Okay?
Okay.
Buen día. We'll see you later. Thank you.
Judge, it'll be this Wednesday.
This Wednesday, yes, sir.
I know he's in Jim Hogg County, Judge. I do have a full docket Wednesday morning, but I'll try to make it out there tomorrow afternoon. It would be Wednesday. It'd have to be Wednesday morning when they bring him back, Judge.
Okay. You might have to do the plea in your car or something, is what you're saying?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Something like that.
As long as it's not an airplane, we're going to be fine, okay?
All right, Judge. I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Miss Melisandra, number 23, Ricardo Hernandez. It's an announcement.
Number 23, we have an announcement on number 23. That'll be Ricardo Hernandez. Ricardo Hernandez, CR 2207-865D. Yes, ma'am. What's the announcement? Okay, you're muted. You're muted, Miss Mendoza.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sorry. Your
Yes.
Honor, Alejandra Mendoza on behalf of Mr. Hernandez. We have a couple of requests, Your Honor. I was just appointed midweek last week. Mr. Hernandez does have a 10,000 cash surety bond. I would respectfully request the court to possibly have him released on a 1,000 PR bond. Your Honor, Mr. Hernandez is, although he does have a lengthy history, I will be very upfront with the court. He does have a case pending based on theft of property. At this time, Mr. Hernandez has a very delicate medical condition, Your Honor. I've already addressed this with the nurse's office. He did contact my office, or I did make contact with him after my appointment, and he did indicate to me that he does have issues. He has testicular cancer, Your Honor, and there has been some water that had been accumulated. I immediately contacted the nurse's office after I hung up with him. The nurse did advise me that there were some medical appointments that had already been scheduled for him. He did indicate to me that he was under a lot of pain, so he does need medical attention. For that specific reason, Your Honor, I am respectfully requesting that a bond be granted.
All right. State, any announcement? Anything to say, State?
Can you see the case number again, just for the record, Judge?
CR 2207-865D.
The state can agree to a $2,000 PR bond, Judge.
2,000 PR. All right, 2,000 PR bond.
I appreciate it, Ms. Bantu.
Ma'am. Pre-trial 10/26, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
October 26, 9 a.m. pre-trial, but we'll issue him a PR bond, okay?
Thank you so much, Mr. Hernandez. It's very important that you come and contact my office when you're released, okay?
Yes, but I wanted to stay so I serve my time instead, because I don't want any probation. Like, I don't want to get out and have to go to court and then have probation. Like, I'd rather, just stay here till I get some time, sir. I know what you're trying to do, but I thought I'd get some time, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
Mr.
I don't want to get out and then have to be on probation.
I understand, and I know that you and I had that conversation, but because of your delicate condition, I'm afraid that you may not get the medical attention that you need on time. And based on the information you gave me and the conversation I had with the nurse, I think that's something that you really need to take care of. So, you know, I did and I know that I got appointed very late in last week. And unfortunately, I had a family emergency on Friday. I did try to contact Ms. Cantu. I left her a voice message this afternoon. I'm sure she was getting ready for this afternoon's docket. So we're trying to get a plea. I don't even have a plea offer yet, and they need to contact the victim. So I just need your patience, Mr. Hernandez.
Judge, just for the record, the state is willing to send time served paperwork so that we may have him pled out at our next jail setting.
We can reset it for Wednesday.
Okay, we can do it for Wednesday, 2 p.m.
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
Wednesday, 2 p.m. So, yes, for time served. But are we going to be doing the PR bond, or are you going to wait till 2 p.m. Wednesday, 2 p.m.?
We'll just go ahead and wait until Wednesday. Your
Okay,
Honor,
Wednesday, 2 p.m.
based on what he has indicated. We'll just wait for Ms. Cantu to go ahead and forward the paperwork to us, and I'll make
All right, Wednesday, 2 p.m. We'll do a time serve. Okay, thank you.
I really appreciate your courtesy. I
All
have
right,
no
thank you.
further business before this honorable court. May I be excused?
You may be excused. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cantu, for your accommodation.
Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
There's a case that Mr. Solis has, Antonio Solis,
Give me
number 20.
number 20.
And I just got a message that he is in a jury trial
Okay,
in the 93rd.
okay,
So we can reset that for Wednesday.
okay. We're going to reset for Wednesday. Juan Martin Bernal. That'll be Wednesday, 2 p.m. CR 2207 855D. Juan Martin Bernal. We'll do it for Wednesday, 2 p.m. The attorney is busy. We cannot get him.
He's in the middle of a jury trial.
And middle of a jury trial, okay? We'll see you again Wednesday, 2 p.m. El miércoles, 2. Okay, a las 2.
And then the other attorney that has not made any contact with us and also failed to appear last week is number 15, Robert Flores.
Okay, and number
And
19.
number 17
Mhm.
and number 19, so that we can, that case can be reappointed because
But-
the gentleman is being brought in from
But you also want to do it for 2 p.m. on Wednesday?
from out of county.
You don't want to do it for Wednesday? Yes.
I'm sorry, I did receive a call from Attorney Robert Ray Flores' office this morning that he would appear for the docket this afternoon, but I have not received a call since then.
And he's not on the, he hasn't shown up.
And this gentleman is.
Is he ready for a plea and everything?
Not signed up.
Oh, not even signed up. Oh, okay. Oh,
No, that's the problem that we have.
yeah. No, Rick, I don't see him in the waiting room, Rick.
Do you want me to text Mr. Flores right now?
Well, I guess just to tell him that we're going to be rescinding the case because it's not even ready, right? Paperwork's not ready.
I guess the defendant, is he gonna plea out or is he gonna fight the case? That's what we need to know for the defendant.
Well, I don't know if Mr. What's his name again?
Vargas. Margarito.
Margarito Vargas.
Yes, sir.
Have you been talking to your attorney?
No, nomás ahorita me hablaban para corte, para ahí for coming to work.
Okay. You don't know, are you ready to plea or were you going to fight the case?
No, but like he did.
I didn't hear Mr. What was that again?
I'm trying to break it.
He wants to plead guilty? Yeah, but we need an attorney to help you do that. Why don't we set it for 2 p.m. and see what we can get by then?
Wednesday.
Let's do Wednesday 2 p.m. Okay, this coming Wednesday 2 p.m. And if it's not Mr. Flores, we might have to be another lawyer. Okay, and we're gonna have them contact you immediately.
Okay, so
Okay.
Okay,
So we'll see you Wednesday at 2 p.m. here on the